So I'm sure you guys have seen the videos, and we've covered them on the show as they've come out. But there's been a whole bunch of town halls in Trump's second term, and it was Mike Johnson who told Republicans, "Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go in front of rooms with the American people there because they will absolutely rip you a new asshole." And he's right. And so, but he's trying to hide from accountability. That's what he's doing, and that's why he's telling them don't go in front of people, right? So anyway, we just had a new town hall that happened. A Representative Marionette Miller Meeks, Triple M, as I like to call her, she got booed when she was asked a question about tariffs and how it's affecting Iowa farmers. They are getting squeezed to no end, bro. They are getting cooked. And they are no longer accepting any bullshit dodges. They know it's the fault of the tariffs. And she's going to turn into Neo from the Matrix to try to avoid placing the blame where it belongs at Trump's feet. Watch this.
A lot of them are the same, so I'm just trying to get through as many topics as we can today. Good job. Kevin from Davenport is talking about the tariffs, and he says, it's killing us on the farm. The price of soybeans is below production costs, and corn too. Why are we supporting Argentina?
First and foremost, farmers are suffering from high input costs, which occurred when we had record high inflation under the Biden administration.
Bro, come on. She doesn't even believe that. By the way, I just saw the inflation numbers right before I came on air. It's through the roof. And Trump owns this inflation. I mean, coffee is up massively. Beef is up. Have you guys seen the price of beef in the store right now? It is sky high. A lot of things are up anywhere from 5% to 10%. So to blame Biden at this late date for the inflation that's happening now, that's insane. It's obviously a direct result of the tariffs. And the audience, the super conservative audience, this is the heart of red America. The super conservative audience is not buying it at all.
First and foremost, farmers are suffering from high input costs, which occurred when we had record high inflation under the Biden administration. CPI went up to 9%. The farm economy has, I speak with farmers very routinely.
Oh, they hate her. Oh, they hate her. They hate her. Girl, you're in danger. The more you lie, the more you're in danger.
On their farm, and farmers have told me about the egregious trade practices. They talked about the high input cost. In 2023, farmers were telling me that they were stressed that high input costs were a problem, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's pesticide, fungicide, seed, and especially when we have precision ag and trying to limit the amount of those things. They were functioning under high input costs. So we know that the farm economy has been stressed. It's why we work very hard with the incoming administration to increase the RDOs so that there.
She memorized this whole speech, and she had to find a way to say anything and everything except Donald Trump's tariffs are ruining your lives. You have a whole bunch of farmers are going bankrupt now, and she has to try to be politically correct to protect the feelings of the madman who's running the country.
More markets for grain products and grain commodities. Not only working the RVO increase this year under Lee Zeldin has been over 2 decades since there has been any increase in the RVO. It is why we also work very hard.
I think that guy screamed, "It's the tariffs." Did he say that? I think he said that.
Over 2 decades since there has been any increase in the RVO. It's why
we need relief from the tariffs, is what he said.
It is why we also work very hard on trade agreements, which are continuing ongoing, both within our state and as well as the federal government, which we have not seen in the past 4 years. And it's also why we're working at what we can do with biofuels and have better trade practices with the Chinese Communist Party. So I cannot answer a question.
Bro, Blue is happening. Blue is happening. Blue Iowa is happening. Blue is on the way. It's on the fucking way, bro. It's on the fucking way. You hear this? You hear this, audience? They are not buying it.
I cannot answer a question if you're screaming.
Do not try to pull the stern teacher routine. Grandma sell out. We don't need to fucking hear it. Oh, how dare you being uncivil. You know what's fucking uncivil? Putting all these farmers out of business for your shitty fucking policies that aren't working. That's uncivil. Ruining lives for your shitty fucking policies. That's uncivil. not raising your voice a little bit at a fucking meeting where the whole point is to hear from the people.
So thank you for reminding me about Argentina. There was a loan guarantee given to Argentina. They were not giving money. They were not bailed out.
Oh my, are you kidding me? How do these people sleep at night? And I mean that. I don't know how any Republican politician in the country sleeps at night. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. They should never get a fucking wink of rest. Anytime they actually fall asleep, it should be the worst nightmares anybody's ever seen, ever. I mean, this is like, what the fuck?
So China then purchased soybean from Argentina.
Wait, what'd that person say?
They were not giving money. They were not bailed out. So China then purchased soybean from Argentina. And as we know, that the recent trade negotiation with China was that China was going to also purchase soybeans from the United States.
She knows she fucked up. She's nervous as hell. She's desperate to try to bullshit in front of everybody's face. It's not working. Soybeans are the best example of how stupid this regime is. I mean, it is insane what happened. We had a whole bunch of farmers in this country had soybeans contracts with China. Trump decided to wage a trade war on all of our allies and, of course, China as well. So China goes, okay, we're canceling all of our soybean contracts with you. Which, by the way, I don't even think he thought that would happen. I don't think he's not... You know how they say, oh, they're playing chess, we're playing checkers? We're not even playing checkers. We're rolling our feces up into little balls of poop and playing with it. That's what Trump is doing. He's not even playing checkers. I would love it if he just played checkers. He's not even close to that. So they cut off all the contracts with our soybean farmers. Where do they go to get soybean contracts? Argentina. Argentina or Brazil. I think it was Argentina. Or maybe both. But anyway, so they go there and... Then Malay goes to Trump and goes, oh, our economy's fucked. Let me get 20 billion is what they started with. And Trump said, sure, I love that. Then he said, okay, let me get 40 billion. Okay, that's fine too. So you got double fucked in this country. So you lost your contracts because of Trump. So you're going to go out of business. Then also he's going to steal your tax money and give that to Argentina, who just ended up getting your contract. You got double robbed. It's somehow worse than anybody even thought was possible. Worst case scenario, you'd think, oh, you just lost your contract. No, you lost your contract, and then you also had to pay the people who just stole the contract from you. What? Bro, it is criminal what they're doing. I've told you a million times, but I say it because it's true. I don't know if Trump is a Manchurian candidate trying to destroy this country, but he may as well be. Because if it's just extreme incompetence leading him to make these decisions, the end result is the same. It's like he's a Manchurian candidate trying to destroy the country. All right, now let me play this little clip for you. This was on 60 Minutes talking to the farmers.
Nearly 80% of voters in what are called farming-dependent counties voted for President Trump in the last election.
I feel like a lot of American farmers, cattle people, it's a lot of people probably feel let down currently. Now, maybe there's a method to the madness. That's still to be seen.
Many are now taking their frustrations directly to Republican lawmakers at town halls across the country.
I'm about ready to lose my farm. I am pissed, and I'm pissed at you.
Now, by the way, let me ask you, what happens when all these farmers go under? What happens? And this is where it gets a little conspiratorial, and this is where it gets absolutely gross, okay? Trump is best friends with all of the billionaires in the country, right? There is a billionaire robber baron cabal that Trump is part of. J.D. Vance is literally a creation of that cabal. He's a Peter Thiel creation. What do you think is going to happen when those farms go under? Who's going to buy up those farms? Who's going to buy that land? It's the billionaires. So is this all on purpose? That's a serious question. Is this on purpose? You put the farmers out of business. You steal their land, you buy their land from them, and then it's yours. They want all of us to be their slaves, their peasant slaves. And what better way to do that than to manufacture a Great Depression and then have the top 0.01% buy up everything? And everybody is under the thumb of the billionaire robber baron cabal. It's one of the only ways you can explain what's happening outside of Trump being a Manchurian candidate or Trump being the single most incompetent person in human history. It's the only other way you can explain it. That it is nefarious, it is conspiratorial, and it's being done on purpose so that they can effectively steal this farmland from all these people and have it for themselves. And then when the economy eventually bounces back, they're there to reap the rewards and make all the profit. You know, we already have income and wealth inequality that's worse than at any time. It's worse than at any time in human history, actually. It's as bad as it's ever been, ever. It's worse than the Gilded Age. And so they're looking to stretch that out even more. As we've talked about, you have the bottom 80% of the country only has 7% of the wealth. They're looking to make that worse. The bottom 50% only has 2.6% of the wealth. They're looking to make that worse. They want it all. They want it all, and they want you to have nothing. And we're getting awfully close to remember the thing they used to accuse, the liberals want you to own nothing? What was it? I forget the exact saying. It was like, you'll own nothing and be happy. I think that's what it was. And that's what they're doing. This is what Trump's whole how about a 50-year mortgage? What? Are you kidding me? You want people to be in debt slavery forever? You want them to be Wall Street's bitch forever? You want a $500,000 house and have you end up paying $1.2 million in interest alone? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. So what they're doing is evil, and it's very clear. And now finally the farmers are waking up. I mean, I want to say to them, what did you learn? What did you learn? It's not like these people weren't warned by myself and many others that, hey, for all her flaws, Kamala's way better. She's not going to cut pediatric cancer research and Meals on Wheels and murder random fishermen, right? And here we are. Unfortunately, many of them voted the wrong way. And now they fucked around. They found out. They're learning the hard way. And this billionaire robber baron cabal looks like they're laying out their plan. And it's all going exactly how they want it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.